new legislative session has begun with new districts, a new governor, and quite a few new Republicans in the State House. Joining me now is one of the members of this very large freshman class, Representative Ryan Warner. Welcome.
Thanks, Lori.
And you represent the 52nd District in Fayette and Westmoreland counties. The whole state recently went through a redistricting where the lines were redrawn just to adjust for population changes. Did the 52nd District change much in that process?
Yeah, there were a few changes. We had picked up Bullskin Townships, Salt Lake Township, Connellsville Township. They were all areas that are close to the 52nd. It was just kind of a shift over in Fayette County a little bit.
I gotcha. Your first time around here, again, as we said, a large freshman class, so you're not the only one who's doing this for the first time, but you went through your first swearing-in day ceremony. What was that day like for you? Did you have family and friends come up? What was that like?
Yeah, so we did. We invited some family and friends to come up to see the Capitol. It was a little overwhelming. There was a lot going on that day, and the best way to describe it is be like jumping into a river. River rapids where you just kind of hop in, you fight it at first, and then you just kind of go with the flow.
Float downstream.
Yeah, you just float downstream. So it was very exciting, though. It was a great day.
Yeah. So I assume that when you were campaigning for, and asking folks for their support, that you met a lot of people and talked with a lot of people and heard what they're concerned about. What were the top concerns and the top issues that you heard about from people in Fayette and Westmoreland?
Yeah, one of the top concerns was job creation. The district, Fayette County in particular, has always had a very high unemployment rate compared to the rest of the state. People were also very concerned about property taxes and having some type of bill or to do anything to reduce property taxes. Cutting wasteful government spending was also a big issue. This is something where I led by example, where I denied a state pension. I don't take the per diems. I don't take a state car. That kind of led into the number one thing. People wanted something different. They wanted something fresh, someone that wasn't a politician. This is my first time in elected office, and that was part of how I got elected. I went to people's doors or made the phone calls and asked them how they felt about the issues. For the most part, we had a lot in common, and I think people appreciated that someone from outside of the political class had a chance to represent them.
Well, can you tell us then what your background was prior to doing this?
Yeah.
What did you do?
Yeah, so my family has a family logging business. So for a very long time, I worked in a sawmill.
Wow.
Yes, I worked in a family sawmill for some time. I went to college at Penn State. Mm-hmm. After college, I worked for a company called Siemens Industries. At Siemens Industries, I was a project controller. So my job there was to look at budgets, was to do cost analysis on budgets and find out if we went over budget, why, and explain it, and try to get us back on budget. So people kind of like that as an asset to go along with their representative too.
Sounds great. You received your committee assignments recently. You were assigned to 3 committees. Can you tell us those committees and the basic topics and issues they discuss?
Yeah, so I'm on the Gaming Oversight Committee. Gaming Oversight Committee would be in control of anything to deal with the local gambling laws, so for the casinos, the games of chance, the bingos that the local clubs and fire halls do. So anything in that realm is where your Gaming Oversight Committee is going to come into.
And Game and Fisheries was another one?
Yes, Game and Fisheries is on there. This is one that I look particularly forward to serving on, being an outdoorsman and a sportsman myself. It has a lot of, there's a lot of people in our area, in our district, that the hunting and fishing is a very big part of our life down there. So to be able to have some input on that committee, I look forward to serving on it.
And then that third one is local government. I guess that allows you to be a voice for townships and boroughs and things like that.
Yes, that's correct. Yes.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for taking the time today and telling folks a little bit about what you're up to. And I'm sure you're getting ready to hit the ground running and get started.
Thank you very much, Lori.
Sure.
I appreciate it.
And if you have comments or questions about this or any other legislative topic, Representative Warner's contact information will be shown in just a moment. Thanks for spending a few minutes with State Representative Ryan Warner.